More than 8,000 miles in 21 days, covering more than 48 states with 50 miracle riders on their motorcycles. Scott's Ride for Miracles coming to an end today with a warm hometown welcome back.
And tonight on the News 6, we take a look at how the last 300 miles on the open road went and how today will be celebrated.
Good Friday evening. Thanks for joining us for Newsletter 9 at 6. I'm Jason Dennis.
And I'm Barbara Goche. Our top story tonight, Scott Ressmeyer and his band of riders have made it back to the Fountain City, or almost back anyway.
The ride began back on May 2nd with the hopes of raising $1 million overall for a great cause. Newsletter 9 has covered the ride all along the way from corner to corner of the United States.
And going on right now, our Tyrone McCoy is live out at the National Infantry Museum where the Miracle Riders will arrive shortly. And Tyrone, what's planned there to welcome the riders home?
Well, guys, from what I just found out, they're expected to get a presentation of some sort coming up just a little bit later. I've been told that the riders are about 20 minutes out, but as you can see a little bit behind me here, people are starting to gather right in front of the National Infantry Museum to make sure that they come out and support these guys who have traveled all across the country. Guys, I just want to make sure that you kind of understand just how far that trek was. That's 21 days. 21 states. That's a extremely long way to go. Now, I just spoke a few minutes ago to a young man who's a little bit on the older side who says that the trip is one that you will always remember. I'm hoping to talk to Scott and some of the other guys a little bit later about that same type of experience, because from what we've seen by checking in on them every single day, it's been quite a journey, and they'll be back here in the Fountain City tonight, and we'll have all the details on how much money they raised and what's going to happen with this presentation coming up a little bit later, live in front of the National Infantry Museum. Tyrone McCoy, WTVM, News Leader 9. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Tyrone, thank you. Successful trip, and the weather has been just great for them coming home today, and it's going to stay that way, I think, for this Memorial Day weekend. Absolutely,
90 degrees, and you're going to stay that way like for a while. And Memorial Day weekend, a lot of people have plans.
Yeah, lots going on. Graduations going on this weekend. So
yeah, lots of those special events going on for sure, and the weather is going to stay very summer-like for us as we take it all the way through the weekend next week too. So more of the same for us. Yeah, let's check out temperatures right now. We're looking at mostly 90s out there, 91 in the Fountain City, 92 down in Albany. The really warm weather actually south and east of here, 95 in Valdosta and Tallahassee, Savannah 95 as well, and 93 in Augusta, Georgia. So temperatures are warm anywhere you head across the deep south. To our north and east, they are dealing with some showers and storms, but these are not heading in our direction. We're talking dry weather around here tonight, and really mostly dry weather through the rest of our weekend too. Here's that breakdown for you as we take you hour by hour through this Friday evening. Temperature still in the low 80s by 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. And don't forget, you can download that over on the weather app. Just search for WTVM Weather in your phone's app store. You can get that interactive radar and the hour by hour temperature breakdown. We'll be talking a lot more about some of those special events for the big upcoming holiday weekend here in just a little bit, guys.
All right, Derek, thank you. And the Memorial Day weekend is shaping up to be a nice one in terms of weather, and transportation officials expect plenty of drivers to be out on the roads. The Georgia Department of Transportation wants to let motorists know it will be suspending construction-related lane closures for the holiday. This will last from today until 5 a.m. Tuesday, May 27th, but they still urge everyone to take caution because crews may still be working close to the highways during those hours. Over 36 million people are expected to travel across the U.S. over this Memorial Day weekend. And we want to know your plans for the holiday weekend. Do you plan to travel, or will you be taking a staycation this Memorial Day? Let us know by heading over to our website, WTVM.com, and taking part in our daily web poll.
Other news tonight, Michael Miller has been found guilty of murder over a decade after 24-year-old Shawnita Campbell's body was found in a field in South Columbus. Newsletter 9's Brittany Dion has been following this case. She joins us now with more on what Miller's attorneys say they plan to do next. Brittany?
That's right, Jason. On April 12, 1999, a mother of three, 24-year-old Shawnita Campbell was shot to death and her body dumped in a field. The jury deliberated for less than an hour before convicting this man, Michael Miller, for Campbell's death. Several times throughout the trial, Miller was referred to as the neighborhood bully. Witnesses testified he terrorized people in the neighborhood, carrying a shaving kit with guns, knives, and other intimidation tools. Miller showed very little emotion as the verdict was read. Now, the defense says they are troubled by the short time it took the jury to convict Miller. They do plan to appeal this case. Miller will be sentenced next Friday at 2 p.m. Back to you, Barbara.
All right, Brittany, thank you. A Harris County high school senior is ready to take to the stage this weekend, an accomplishment he didn't think he would be taking part in after a life-threatening accident. PK Hollis received fourth-degree burns to his leg last November while working on an Eagle Scout project with his dad. Hollis spent more than 3 months in the hospital. During his recovery, the teen stuck to his schoolwork, even being able to Skype in to many of his classes. Now he will be walking with his classmates this Saturday.
I'm just glad I can graduate and I can crush across the stage. I think it definitely matured me a bit and helped me learn patience and humility, actually. So it's been a hard change, but it's been a good change.
Good for him. PK says he's had about 8 surgeries and is still waiting to have one more. Other than injuries to his left foot, he also injured his left thigh and right hand in that accident.
It is graduation season, and Newsletter 9 is making sure no one misses out on any of the ceremonies. WTVM is partnering with the Muscoga County School District to air all of this year's graduations. You're about to see a live look now of family and friends getting ready for Hardaway High School's graduation, set to begin at 6:30. In fact, this is video, and this is a live look now of a graduation about to get underway. For a look at what schools graduate on which day, you can go to WTVM.com and click on the Quick Links tab.
And a little bit more of education news for you tonight. A Phoenix City teacher gives her last lesson after more than 3 decades as an educator. Okay, let's keep going with this. Becky Strickland is retiring after 32 years in the classroom. I guess they want you to read, Jason.
I guess so.
Today, the staff of the Phoenix City Elementary School took time out to celebrate the occasion. They presented Strickland with a plaque from the Phoenix City School System and proclamation from the office of Phoenix City Mayor Eddie Lowe. She was all smiles for today's honor.
And we have been through loving each other, crying on each other's shoulders, good things and bad things. And as I was saying, that they're not co-workers, this is family. It's been 32 years of wonderful, wonderful people.
Strickland says she plans on enjoying her retirement by volunteering more at Highland Community Church in Columbus, where her son is the pastor.
Fire officials of Central Georgia and East Alabama will be coming together to raise awareness for muscular dystrophy. The 3rd annual Firefighter MDA 5K walk will take off on June 7th from Uptown Columbus. There are more than 40 patients in our region who suffer from MD, and the money that the association raises will help send patients to a week-long camp, help with medical expenses, also other annual vaccines and hospital visits.
This money stays local. I know MDA is a national organization and they have national fundraisers, and it goes to research and it goes to other things of that nature. This money stays local. This money helps patients in our areas.
This walk and run will take off from Big Dog Running Company on June 7th. Then on June 18th, there will be a burger battle at Smoky Bones Bar and Grill. The competition will be between the Columbus Fire Department and the Fraternal Order of Police.
Well, coming up here on the news at 6, General Motors announces its 30th recall of 2014. Find out what's being pulled before it even hits the road this year.
Plus, it's a win for a widower of last year's Yarnell wildfire. We'll tell you just how much money the families of the 19 hotshot firefighters will receive over the next 2 decades.